So everybody got the most to say about this P Diddy situation. Actually, you have Dr. Umar. He gave his opinion on P Diddy, and I hope he don't say the most craziest shit because he's actually trying to defend P Diddy. But I want to hear what he has to say first. Now, Dr. Umar, he's a very educated brother. Dr. Umar is very educated. So anytime that he speaks, I listen to with a grain of salt. I hope he don't say nothing that's out of pocket.
Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia. His major sex crime federally is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines to engage in sex. What we call prostitution. Not Casey, not the freak-offs, not underage girls, but prostitution. Why am I bringing this up? Because I don't support prostitution either. I do not support men paying for the sugar box.
Sugar box is crazy. You could tell this nigga old. He old school with it. I'm gonna let Unc spit. Go ahead, Unc. My bad. Go ahead, Unc.
I do not support black women having to sexually exploit their sugar box in order to pay their bills. With that being said, prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. It is the sexual trafficking that Sean Puffy Combs is being accused of. Not domestic abuse, not freak-offs, not stomping out Cassie, not engaging in sex with underage women. It is interstate sexual trafficking. That is the charge. Why am I bringing this up?
Go ahead, spit.
I'm bringing this up, peace God, because when I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence of Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, I have yet to hear anybody give me a specific piece of interstate sex trafficking evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I'm gonna say it again.
What is this nigga talking about? Did he just like jump on and just like give an opinion? Like niggas don't like read. Niggas don't like listen and comprehend. They saying that they got the video evidence. They got photos and videos of the freak off encounters. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
I'ma say it for the low political IQ Negroes.
Oh, ironic.
I'ma say it for the average political IQ Negroes. And I'ma say it for the high IQ Negroes. I haven't seen or heard a single piece of evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I ain't read it in the New York Times. I ain't read it in the Philadelphia Inquirer. I ain't heard it on CNN. I ain't seen it on Headline News. Where is the evidence that Sean Puffy Combs engaged in interstate sex trafficking? I keep hearing about Cassie when I turn on the news. Why are we hearing about Cassie when Cassie has nothing to do with the federal indictment?
She has everything to do with the federal indictment. What are you talking about? Matter of fact, Cassie is like Tyreek Hill. Cassidy is like LeBron James. Cassie is LeBron James, Tyreek Hill. Who else is a star in sports? Any star that you could think of in sports, that's Cassidy right now. She is the superstar witness. What are you talking about? She the main reason why the nigga went down. And y'all can't forget that P. Diddy has settled immediately when it came to Cassidy. So you saying that Cassidy ain't got nothing to do with nothing, that doesn't make any sense. She's the main reason why the nigga locked up. I'm not. Am I missing something? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Am I missing something? She's a big reason why this nigga is what? What is he talking about?
I don't think any black man should have 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Nah, that's crazy. 1,000 bottles of baby oil is insane. But what Dr. Umar doesn't understand, that Cassidy is a big role in this case moving forward. Text messages, phone calls, photos of the freak off, video evidence of the freak off, testimonies. Bro, there's been stuff that people said about Cassidy, like if Cassidy tries to date other people, P. Diddy would threaten other people. If Cassidy would try to leave or Cassidy try to do her own thing, P. Diddy used to have people stalk Cassidy. If Cassidy didn't want to get involved in the freak offs, let's say, because I think P. Diddy's lawyer, he's going to try to make it seem like Cassidy was down with the freak offs. And let's just say, for shits and giggles, because we don't know what's going to happen, let's say if Cassidy was down with the freak offs, just because she do a freak off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that means she ain't, that don't mean that she's trying to do a freak off on Friday. So maybe she was down with the freak offs at first, but the one time she said, no, I'm not comfortable with the freak offs, and P. Diddy was like, what you mean, no? If you force a woman, and this is awful, bro, I'm about to get into it. I ain't going to yap too much, but if you got a wife, if you got a girlfriend, if you got a eater, if you got a side chick, main chick, whatever your situation is, just because y'all fuck Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that don't mean that you entitled to the pussy on Friday. So if a woman says no, no means no, my nigga. So let's say if Cassidy was into the freak offs, the one time that she said no, if P. Diddy forced her to do it, fucked up. If P. Diddy said that he was gonna fuck up her financial situation if she don't do it, that's a problem. If P. Diddy threatened Cassidy to participate in freak offs and she didn't want to do it, that's a problem. They got photos and videos. We just have to wait. We just have to wait a little bit. But in them videotapes, because they got the tapes, if P. Diddy is forcing Cassidy to engage in these sexual freak offs without her consent, that's a crime, my nigga. And I don't want to go on a huge tangent, but I don't know what this nigga Dr. Umar talking about. She's the main reason why the nigga got arrested. What is he talking about? Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't think any black man needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But I haven't seen anywhere in federal law where owning 1,000 bottles of baby oil is a federal crime.
It's not just the baby oil. Yeah, he. It's not just the baby oil is just a joke. Cause the fact that this nigga had 1,000 baby oils just chilling by the crib is insane. Nigga, when I was a kid, my mom had one squirt of that baby oil and she used to slap that shit all over my face, and I used to go to school. This nigga got 1,000 cases of baby oil. That's a slippery scene. That's a very slippery scene. I think the baby oil is just a joke. People is just going, that's just for shits and giggles. He's not getting indicted because he had a whole bunch of baby oil in his crib. The nigga got tapes, photos, maybe allegedly he doing this shit with minors. The nigga had guns and dope. And the niggas, and I ain't even bring up this part, he still got a drug mule that's going to testify against him. That white boy that was selling him pink cocaine and guns, he going to testify against that nigga. So, and I forgot arson. Because then the nigga tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car. The nigga facing mad back-to-back charges. What are you talking about? It's not just the baby oil. He facing mad shit. I don't know what the fuck Dr. Umar talking about. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I got the game fucked up.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far?
No, we not, nigga.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far? Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now? Do you understand and overstand and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now? Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the premier Pan-Africanist on the planet is saying to you right now?
You can have all those accolades and still be wrong, bro. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Baby oil is not a federal crime. Stomping out Cassie, he was not charged with a crime. The freak-offs are not crimes.
They're crimes if the women don't consent to them. They're crimes if P. Diddy said, okay, if you don't want to do this freak off, then I'm going to put my hands on you. They're crimes if the women don't participate in the freak offs, P. Diddy threatens them. That's a crime. That's forcing a girl to do something that's against her will. That's a crime. That's a crime. I repeat, that's a crime. Don't listen to what this nigga be saying. If a girl says no and you threaten her, or if you force yourself on top of her after she said no, or if you try to get her to do something that she is not comfortable and she did not consent with, that is a crime. It's the reason why your mama always used to tell you no means no. When a girl says no, you fall back. Now, if the freak-offs, I can't believe we calling these shits freak-offs, but if the sexual encounter that P. Diddy had was all consensual and everybody consented to it as adults, then he got it. He good. But if he doing this shit against their will or forcing them to do this shit because that's his freaky little habit, that's a crime.
So why do we keep hearing about Cassie? Why do we keep hearing about baby oil? Why do we keep hearing about freak-offs? Where are the federal charges and why are the charges being sealed? Why did the feds seal the charges against Sean Puffy Combs? I'ma tell.
Well, they didn't seal it. They sealed it. It's public.
Tell you one reason why the feds sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs. One of the biggest reasons they sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs is because the evidence is probably weak. The evidence is probably weak. And because the evidence is probably...
it could be. It could be. It could be. All his sexual encounter, the Cassidy shit, I don't know, that might bring him down a little bit. But the era when he was with Young Miami, I think because you gotta understand, Cassidy and Young Miami are two different girls. And I know P. Diddy's attorney is gonna try to make it seem like Cassidy was more like a Young Miami. Young Miami, she was with that shit. She didn't give a fuck. She was with it. The freaky shit, she didn't give a fuck how freaky P. Diddy got. She was down with it. Question is, was Cassidy down with the same shit? If she wasn't, and P. Diddy forced her to do all of this shit, the nigga's going to jail, my nigga. And you got photo and videos of this shit too? You're not even smart enough to be like, yo, the feds is clamping down, or the feds might lock me up. I gotta get rid of this incriminating footage. I gotta get rid of these tapes. But maybe he kept these tapes as leverage just in case he had to expose another celebrity. It may be other celebrities on them tapes. You don't know. Everybody or every entertainer, everybody that's important in the entertainment business has been to a P. Diddy party. And just because a celebrity has been to a P. Diddy party, that don't mean you could accuse them of doing some weird shit. I think that's unfair. But if they look at those videos, because the feds got access to those videos, and you see a bunch of important people in those videos participating in a freak off, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a huge fucking problem.
weak that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking. And because the evidence is probably weak that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking, they had to seal the charges. They had to hide the charges from you and I. They had to hide the charges from you and I long enough for the public execution to be carried out.
I mean, it really isn't a public execution. People been knew that P. Diddy was on some freaky shit. We heard about these stories for decades. Yeah, I completely disagree with Dr. Umar, but he's entitled to his opinion. Now you got this nigga Faison Love. He's defending Diddy too. Y'all really defending this nigga?
Yeah. I'm confused.
What the fuck is there to be confused about?
The Cassie thing, I understand. I think you should definitely lock it up. Put hands on the young lady. But I don't understand that. Can y'all help?
Is this nigga stomach growling? Yo, I'm dead. Wait, did I hear that? This nigga stomach growl?
Can y'all help me?
Yeah, hungry ass nigga.
When has being nasty been a federal crime?
I wasn't. There's nothing wrong with being nasty, but you got to make sure that your girl or the woman that you with consents to you being nasty. I don't think these niggas don't understand what they be saying half the time, bro. I don't think they really be realizing like how crazy how these niggas be sounding. Let's forget about let's push, like I said before, let's push the sex shit to the side. The sexual shit, let's push that to the side. Nigga, we didn't even get to the guns and the guns and the pink cocaine that they found. What about that shit?
And I'm glad they told me. I didn't know there was a limit on baby oil. I'm getting a few, because we get ashy, but
Nah, we get ashy, nigga. I don't care how ashy you get, nigga. You don't need 1,000 cases of baby oil. But if a nigga had 2,000 cases of baby oil, that don't make it a crime. That don't make it a crime.
You get a massage.
Nobody cares about P. Diddy and nobody cares about P. Diddy oiling himself up before. Nobody cares about that shit, my nigga. When you do these freak offs, do these girls have your consent to do this shit? If you filming these freak offs, do you have the consent of these ladies that are doing it? If a woman doesn't want to be involved in a freak off, or you forcing her to do it against her will, that's the question we all want to know. And we won't get that answer until we go deeper into the case. Y'all niggas mad that y'all making it seem like this nigga just got locked up just for having baby oil. No, nigga. These freaky encounters that this nigga be having are the ladies consenting to this shit. And they must have something on the nigga.
Something or whatever. I don't know. Please tell us the new rules. Because maybe they're not new rules, actually, because I think it was 1800s. There was this very famous boxer named Jack Johnson, and he was whooping ass. Everybody ass, but mostly white folks' ass. He was whooping a lot of white folks' ass. And he had a white woman, Mae West. They couldn't stop this black man.
Oh, please don't go down this route. Please don't go down this route. P. Diddy can't be stopped as a black man, so now we have to make up some shit about him to get him arrested. Please don't do that shit. Don't do that shit with P. Diddy. Please don't do that shit. Please don't do that. It's been allegedly. it's been mad people saying that P Diddy was a fucked up individual. Now, granted, if he took your publishing away from you, that's more on a business tip. But it's been mad other stories saying that he got niggas shot. He didn't put hits on niggas, allegedly got niggas shot, put hits out on niggas, and he was able to escape right on through it. Please don't try to make it seem like this is a black man being attacked, because I did the same thing with R. Kelly. And there was live footage, or it was video of him pissing on that girl, and y'all still trying to make it seem like R. Kelly was a victim that got... Stop. Please, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
So they gave him trafficking. In the 1800s. Taking a white woman across the lines was... If he didn't do that, he wouldn't have stopped boxing. I thought I told you that we won't. Make it make sense. We need to know the
nigga, what are you talking? This nigga just like, he don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
Rules. Can't take anybody on vacation. Can't take anybody to Vegas. Damn sure don't bring them to Atlanta. I need y'all to help me because I don't know the new rules. Please tell me what was illegal. You know, I tried to watch the presidential debate and it just was boring. So I ended up watching reruns of the Cosby Show.
You're not making a good case so far, nigga. You defending P Diddy and you watching Bill Cosby? All right, man. We might have to check your phone, nigga.
And I was like, wow, this is what's missing in America. Is the family, the black family. The nucleus is the black family, a structure. And that structure is being destroyed basically because of child support.
What the fuck is he? Is he talking about Diddy? What are we talking about?
Pick some random, strong black slave.
Alright, this nigga's just yapping. Alright, well... They said Lil Boosie has something to say, but I don't even want to hear what that nigga got to say. Moral of the story is, bro, you niggas stop let P Diddy's lawyer defend him. You niggas do not have to defend P Diddy. We don't need to hear your think pieces on the P Diddy situation. The same people that was defending P Diddy probably was defending R. Kelly when it was clear video of R. Kelly pissing on that little ass girl. They're not locking P Diddy up because he's a baby oil fanatic. They want to know if these encounters that he has, are they consensual? That's it. They want to know if P Diddy. P Diddy is crazy. let me stop. They want to know is these freak offs or these freak encounters that he having, the girls that are participating in this shit, are they doing this shit consensual? And if they're not doing it consensual, then we have a huge fucking problem. That's all. At least that's niggas ain't locking this nigga up because he got baby oil. Although that is crazy though, but niggas gotta stop, bro. Niggas gotta stop. But leave a like if you enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.